What's up? Lockdown. I'm Jace.
I'm Burjo.
I'm Frowny.
And I'm Custer.
Hey, this is
What we did on the weekend.
woohoo!
Backbone Takeover.
Lockdown Mark 2.1 Mask Edition.
The Mask Edition.
Jim Carrey is back.
I saw your post the other day. How would the mask wear a mask?
Yeah, how does the mask wear a mask? Does he have to wear a mask?
Would he wear it under the mask or over the mask?
Surely one mask at least.
Conspiracy theory in itself, that.
What happens when Corona's done and then Future releases mask off and it goes back to number one again?
Oh, yeah. Double wrap.
Double wrap.
Double wrap. The double mask.
God. What's going on, boys?
Oh, yeah. Same old.
A whole lot of fuck all.
Doing nothing and listening to Hyper on repeat.
We'll get into that later because I know that's coming up as an answer in one of our questions for sure.
What are you boys doing?
Fucking nothing, dude. It's fucking dead everywhere. We were saying before, like when we were organising this, about a month ago, we thought, okay, by the time it gets to us doing this, we could do this, face to face and have a bit of a sesh with it. And then, as you said, Too Fast, Too Furious, the second wave hit, and fucking here we are.
Spewing.
And I know why the second wave hit. It's actually all a conspiracy. Daniel Andrews and the Victorian government and ScoMo and the federal government got word that we were going to be in the same room.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we can't have no Godzilla versus Tokyo fucking fight. Yeah, they knew the beef was real. They're like, this is going to be like a civil war. It's not happening. Brunswick can't handle it. Lock the whole fucking state down. That's it.
The wrestling event got cancelled, then they were going to cancel us again. I get it. Still waiting for that tag team match.
Big cancel vibes.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 30, whatever it is next year, it's on.
Hopefully we're good by then. Hopefully WrestleMania happens next year.
No, we need our own Fight Island UFC style.
It sounds like a cool fight island until you actually watch it, and it's like,
Yeah, nah.
come on, Dana.
Yeah, there's no island happening.
It wasn't Mortal Kombat. It really pissed me off.
It's so good seeing what's the fucking
Katana
ring caller dude's name?
Bruce Buffer.
Bruce Buffer.
Joe Rogan, or is that what you're going?
No, Bruce Buffer.
Buffer, yeah.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, live from UFC Fight Island. and in your mind, if your eyes are shut, you're like, fuck yeah, there's two cunts fighting in like a SpongeBob setting. And then it's like, nah, they're just in like a cupboard.
All I saw was posts
so
was literally
weird.
that scene where Liu Kang fights, is it Katana? In the first Mortal Kombat, where they've got the flags in a circle on the beach. Everyone's like, this is what I thought UFC Fight Island was. Like, where is it?
Yes, like Olympic volleyball.
Because I could see Dana White being fucking Shang Tsung.
Oh my God. Very good. Very good.
Oh, fuck.
That's the one. I've forgotten what buttons do which. It's been a while.
That does a footy siren, but fuck footy right now.
Yeah, fuck footy right now.
Fuck
God,
footy.
it's literally the worst thing to watch in the world.
It's so bad.
Actually, watching...
Oh no, Carlton just lost. That's pretty good.
After the siren.
After the siren.
Devo.
It was so good though, because everyone's talking about how the goal was after the siren, then the AFL posted the scores and it was said 88-68. Me and Jason are like, what did he kick 20 points after the siren?
Very bad.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, everyone's social media managers, all the big businesses and that are up the shit at the moment because they're like, I've just spent too much time at home. I've forgotten how to use a keyboard.
Yeah, fuck
good.
it up.
It's odd, isn't it?
It's good.
But the actual bosses are doing it because they sacked all their social media managers. So they got to do it themselves.
Gil's on Photoshop trying to edit scores. He's like, I'm too much of a nerd for this. I can't use it. Fuck Gil.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, fucking hell. Fuck footy. We got you boys on for a little mid-season wrap.
Yes.
So, 2020, the year of...
The cough.
The year of the cough. I love it. It's better than the Rona. I'm all for that.
What a horrible year it's been. But the start of the year was epic. So,
Yeah.
we've got a little bit to talk about.
The start of the year was literally a month and a half, and then we shut down.
It was the fucking wildest month and a half ever.
What a month and a half it was.
It went so hard, and yeah, fuck, this is what happens.
So let's start the review.
This is the
January 1.
January 1, hungover.
Damn one day.
January 2, hungover. January 3, get
What
ready
did you
for.
guys do New Year's?
We went to Stay Gold. Where else would we go? I had a 24-hour sesh. I
I
24 hour
you.
sesh.
I forgot I was in the K-hole.
Yeah, I went. Wow. Yeah, very good.
How'd you use your phone? Like, fuck.
That was my hand
you
was
were
the only
Beyond the
thing that
Valley.
could move.
Yes.
So, I was at Beyond the Valley, and I was in a state of mind, and I was just trying to work out how I could get up so I could go back to my campsite. And the only thing I could move was my fingers. And I was scrolling through Facebook to anyone who was online, and I was just like, anyone with that green dot next to him on Facebook, I'm calling. And Jace was on it. I was like, Jace, and he picked up straight away. I was like, yes. He almost coached me through that. I
100%.
because of Jace.
Because, I was suffering the consequences at the same time. It was 4 or 5 a.m. I was at Stay Gold and just having little kick-ons. And just, Frowley's calling. What's up, mate? And you're like, man, I don't know where I am.
Those guavas will get you every time.
And you're like surrounded by everyone, and you're like, hey, everyone, Brownie's in the K-hole. Like, don't tell everyone.
So good. Fuck, yeah. Fuck, that seems like an eternity ago.
That whole story
Mental.
is why 2020 is so fucked.
We all started on the wrong foot. Oh, Jesus.
So fucking bad.
Very bad.
Oh, what the fuck's wrong with us?
We are in trouble.
All right, January
But
2.
It's good. It's good. All right, so we're going to talk about music and gigs and
Thank God.
whatever. And because this year's actually been good for music.
That's what I mean.
Surprisingly, it's been.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's lifesaver. Like if we weren't doing this, I'd be so depressed. I'd be sitting at home going, just listening to fucking Lamb of God, Ashes of the Wake on repeat.
What do you miss most about gigs, boys?
You do that
'Cause
anyway.
You go to so many shows, like
Yeah.
going to Stay Gold and stuff. So
Standing at the bar drinking.
Yeah,
yeah,
Absolutely.
I miss our long-haired beauty moshing. That's the one thing.
100%.
Oh god, yeah, it's a sight for sore eyes, Nick.
I just miss moshing in general. Like, just
Yeah, just seeing the spectacle.
Like, it's just fun to look at.
He's wearing hockey jerseys for a reason.
Yeah, I miss seeing those sweaty dudes come out because I never go in the pit, always standing at the bar. I just miss seeing those dudes at the end of each set slithering their way to the bar to get a drink. Like, man,
Avoiding your forearms.
you're
Yeah,
like,
no
oh,
contact.
dude, why don't you have
Get
a
away.
shirt on? Oh, no, I sweated through it. Ugh. Yuck.
I miss after a gig when you're lying there at home trying to go to sleep, you can hear the fucking ocean.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's that,
Just-
that noise in your ear.
Yeah, just
Horrible.
oh, mine's just.
Someone, you go to work the next day and someone talks to you and you're like, I can see the lips moving, but there's just nothing coming
Oh
out.
man, tinnitus, so bad.
It's like, you all right? Yep. No, fuck.
Oh, there's the cruiser. I can see him. Nick. They began early.
Well, here's
Yeah.
that beer that we can't from No Name Beer.
Yeah, someone told us beer. Yeah.
Clean skins.
It's it's the Young Liberals Brewing Company.
Oh fuck. Yeah,
Hopefully we'll still got some.
what I miss about gigs is the Monday going to work and the face on all the boys when they go, oh, what'd you get up to on the weekend? Oh, I went to like 4 gigs and didn't sleep till Sunday, and yeah, I'm all good now. No, what did you do? What did you do? Oh, I sat at home with my family. Oh yeah, sick. Cool story, bro.
That's the mark of a true champion, but when you can do all that and still get to work on Monday and still feel like...
100%,
like you're
6:30
feeling
a.m.
good,
every
like-
Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the boss. He tells people what to do, then just goes and hides in his office anyway. Let's be real.
I'm going to shut the curtains and cry in shame. Goodbye, everyone.
I think one of the biggest things is just missing the usual suspects that you see at all the gigs.
The
Absolutely.
gig pigs.
Yeah, gig pigs. Man,
Dude,
definitely.
gig pigs are dying at the moment.
They're dead.
I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if they have like they kind of got their
Gatherings.
gig Zoom calls.
Yeah,
going.
for sure.
They stand up in their living room. They're like moshing to nothing. They have like their little music playing in the background.
Yes.
That's the only way they can survive.
Fuck
Just
yeah.
headbutting walls in their own house.
Shout out to all the gig pigs. They're out there.
Shout out, Jace.
A lot of them listen to
They know who they are.
A lot of them listen to this. So,
Yeah.
what up, gig pigs? We miss you.
We should do like a gig pig of the week when we get gigs.
Pig of the week. Then I need so one of the bands we got coming up in the next couple of weeks, they can give us a good pig squeal. Then we're just a gig pig of the week. Fuck yeah, that'd be sick. Anyway,
Gig pigs.
let's ask some silly questions. So
Yes.
I've got a little list here. We got best album, best EP, best song, blah blah blah. So we'll start off with albums, I reckon.
Yep.
What are some
Should you finish with
highlight?
album? No, we'll finish with gig.
Finish with gig.
Yeah.
Gig's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Albums,
definitely.
albums come and go.
Best feud of the year is still Backbone versus us.
Yeah, definitely. Although Backbone versus WWE right now is heating up.
100%, that's way
Big
more important.
copywriters.
Way more better. Way more better.
Way more better.
Vince ain't winning this battle.
I've already
Fuck
got like
Vince.
6 more videos lined up just to see if they want a copyright strike.
Yes. As long as you have the one where he's just shimmying down the runway.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I like literally 2 days ago, because I think the Raiders and the NRL won a game and Sportsbet, because they do it all the time.
All
they
the time.
use the WWE clips.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, who's taking this down? Where's the copyright
And they're getting
strike
more
here?
traction. Like, everyone sees that shit. Like,
Yeah.
hold on a
exactly.
fucking minute.
So someone within WWE must listen to Backbone.
Yeah,
That's all
100%.
the wrestling references that we give.
It must be the Big Show. It's really upset.
Surely, Big Show.
Well.
Come on, Paul.
He's upset he hasn't been in a video yet. If it was him, it'd be okay, but it's because it's other people.
Oh,
I'll put one in.
yeah, do a big show post.
Just put like us, like
Oh, no.
put what we did on the weekend and you guys on the Big Show and Brock Lesnar when they broke the ring.
Oh, yes.
Done.
Who's Big Show and who's Lesnar?
Doesn't matter, but that's what happens when we get together.
Yes.
That's iconic, that.
That is a big moment.
Very good.
Oh, you weren't there for the first wrestling match between us, were you?
On the boat.
On the boat?
No, I was
I
not.
sucked so hard.
I was declined.
I got super kicked 3 times by Virgil. Went down every time.
We scared everyone away. The top bar, no one would
Just
go to a buddy.
emptied.
We had a rebuff.
We were just
Just
fighting.
like we were killing each other like,
Yeah.
right behind the bar, and everyone was too scared, so they'd go down to the bottom bar where it was absolutely packed because we were just giving each other RKOs and super kicks for like 20 minutes straight.
But there was that one guy who was just lying on the ground drinking while lying on his back. I only remember this because I saw the video the other day. I'm like, what is this guy doing? And I'm like, wait, what are we doing? We're just kicking each other. This dude just lying down flat on his back just trying to drink.
I'm so filthy I didn't get on that boat.
that
was the biggest stitch up
Was
of
that
all
the
time.
Thornhill one?
That was the first boat.
The first one?
The
Thornhill?
first boat.
Yeah.
Thornhill and
Because Jace
Tapestry?
gets to the front and gets not let in.
Yeah,
No
decline.
idea.
Oh,
That
mate,
was great.
where's your ID? Yeah, here. No, that's not it. Like, fuck's sake, mate. I'm going on a boat. I'm not going not getting on a plane. It's all good, mate.
The funniest was
Yeah.
still Ash walks up to us. He goes, where's Jace? We're like, what the fuck? Can't you just watch just leave?
He's like, yeah, we could let him on if you just.
He's on the
waited around.
mainland.
And Ash tried to get me on. He's like, no.
Mainland waiting to stay going.
But the security said you could come on, and Ash thought you got on.
Nah, the security said no. And then Ash is like, this cunt's my dad. Let him on.
But it's like you only do the ID thing if you look 18 or under. Like that's the whole
100%.
thing.
And then he was like,
Biggest
no,
fucking
you got to
switch
have
up.
ID to get on the boat. And I'm like, oh, yeah, are you writing everyone's license numbers down, mate? Like, no, I don't think so. Not for your $12 an hour, security dick. He is the security guard that fucked the quarantine girl, I reckon. I reckon it's the same guy.
No way that cunt would ever get laid.
Vendetta. He's ruined the whole state. Cancel security. Cancel security. Use the army for everything now. It's cheap. It's cheaper.
Just the army rocking up, crowd service coming over,
And they're just shooting him.
Someone falls, there's just a medic.
It's just Call of Duty zombies. Like, oh my god.
Oh, we're fucking.
We're dangerous together.
All right, best album.
It's not good.
All right,
It's
all
not
right.
good.
Rattle off some of your favorite albums this year, and we'll vote for our best.
Let's go. First one that comes to mind is Justice for the Damn Painter's Power.
So good.
I absolutely love that album. It's one of those ones where I thought they were too heavy for me, and then, I don't know, this album I just fucking love. But the main one, probably my favourite one, is Body Count. I fucking love Body Count.
You do love Body Count.
It's the best album ever because it's, first of all, it's tough as fuck. You can't genre categorize it because they have metal and hardcore, but it'd almost be disrespectful to call them a metalcore band because they're just not part of that. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know, there's something about the album where they do a couple of covers, they do reimaginings of his older songs. And when you're 20 years into your career, I don't want to hear 12 new songs. No one wants to hear 12 new songs of a Green Day album. Like, fucking who gives a shit? Like,
just doesn't want to hear
no one wants to hear a Green Day album to start with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that as well. But give me a few new cuts and then just a couple little gems in there, and that's fine. That's all I want. Like, old band should just do EPs, really, at this stage. And
we've had that discussion.
100% just EP City. But then if everyone does EPs, then there's no vinyl. So you got to die.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, we'll give that
just put three EPs on one vinyl.
How many vinyl did you purchase the other day? I saw that.
13.
That's fucked. That is so. A couple of them look so sexy, but
it was like $350 USD or something.
Jace is the only person.
I was like, holy shit.
Jace
and
is
I was like, 10% off. Yay.
$400 shipping.
And then, because I use PayPal, I use PayPal, so I didn't even look at the conversion rate. Yeah. It just went through. I was like, yes, sick.
Jason's the only.
It's a good bunch, but it's a good buy. What were they? Like who
everything.
Oh, do you want me to rattle off the bands?
Oh, just give me a few.
Jace is the only person, though. He's the only person spending just as much money as he would at the pub at normal time. Weekly. There's a full fucking set over here of shit.
Yeah, I started collecting vinyl April 24, and I have 117. And no, it gets better. I've got 45 in the mail.
Oh, 44?
Yeah.
Nick, is your collection 45?
No, I think I'm in the 40s at the moment.
There you go, close.
Well, my whole thing is once you get to 50, that's when you can call yourself an actual collector.
Yeah, I started an Instagram.
Why did you start collecting, Jace?
Why? Because I was
what's
bored. I was bored and I saw there was heaps of money in my bank and I couldn't get a tattoo. So I was like...
Vinyl it is.
I'm like... And I was jealous. I keep seeing all these fucking awesome looking... vinyls coming through left, right, and centre. I was like, I'm pretty jealous. This looks sick. And because I'm big on gigs and like artist support and merch and shit, I'm like, probably the best way is to, probably the best way is to buy their albums. And there's a lot of albums that all the money goes to them because they're selling it through like Bandcamp and shit. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm diving in. And yeah, dived in harder than expected.
Right to the deep end.
Head fucking first.
When I got here before, he was on the real estate app. I'm like, what are you doing, cunt? He's just, I need a 2-bedroom apartment. I've got too much vinyl.
Yes. All right. All right. Here's a quick list of what I bought on Saturday. Cattle Decap, repress of the Amprosine Extinction, Suicide Silence Become the Hunter, Job for a Cowboy, Doom, Carnifex, World War X, Harm's Way, Posthuman, Distant, Tyrannophobia, Cannibal Corpse, Hammer Smash Face, Black Dahlia Murder, Nocturnal, Whitechapel, This Is Exile, Whitechapel, Somatic Defilement, Behemoth, I Loved You at Your Darkest, Angel Witch, Angel of Light, and Metalocalypse, the Doomstar Requiem.
Heavy shit. That's fucking heavy.
It's heavy ass.
Why did you skip over...
Harm's Way... That Harm's Way variant looks fucking fantastic, though.
Dude, what's awesome, it's a 4-track reimagining of the album, and it's like a remixed version. And it was like $10 US. I'm like, that's going in the cart.
Yeah, when you're having 350 USD, $10 means fucking
100%. That's how it started. Once I get over 100 USD, I'm like, what's another one?
Why did you skip over the Black Veil Brides one?
Ooh, Black Veil Brides. My favourite band ever. That new album comes out next Friday.
Andy Black.
Get into your ears.
It's a reimagination.
I'm just diving into the Black Veil Brides. No, I'm not.
He was ripping him the other week. And he goes, I better listen to him just to see. And he listened to it. He goes, I fucking love it.
Yeah, because I did the same with Dance Gavin Dance. I'm like, fuck, I hate this band. And then
They had a good album this
I'm
year.
like, oh, I've never listened to them. And then I listened to them and I didn't like them. I was like, oh, that's fine. But then
Is it just because of the name? Is it the name that put
the
you
name
off?
put me off.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's
The
such a
name's
shit name.
horrible. And then I listened and I'm like, this song matches this name. Like, no.
Actually,
it's just
To
a
a
mixed
T.
bag.
Certain bands do.
I saw something funny about them. I don't know if it's true or not, but they did a stream the other day, Dance Gavin Dance, and it cut out before it finished. And someone said that they only ordered the normal Zoom that goes for 45 minutes.
Oh, no.
Oh, the free Zoom.
Like, oh. I don't know
We're
if
all
it's true or not,
struggling
but
to get.
fuck.
We're trying to work out what this fucking thing is, right?
Yeah. Poor Gavin, poor. Just couldn't spend it.
All right, album.
All right.
Nah,
let's-
Nate, any albums?
Oh, I got two. Probably Loathe. I let it in and it took everything. That was
Yeah,
a monstrous
good album.
That
Oh.
came out early. We got a couple of singles last year that I loved. They're probably one of the two best new bands, I reckon, going around and now seeing them in Polaris. Then probably two. I love Justice as well, but I really like How to Survive a Funeral, Make Them Suffer. That really,
Good
there's
album.
probably
That's
9
my
out of the
one.
11 songs that I love. And I
Good.
just thought from go to woe, that album now. The first week, I thought it was good, but now, after buying the actual CD and listening to it 3-4 times,
It's
that's
good.
phenomenal.
It's
man.
good.
It is. They're the two for me.
Yeah, Make Them Suffer for me as well. How are we all forgetting, though, that Polaris came out this year, too?
Because
Yeah.
I don't think it
Feels
stood
like
out.
6 years ago,
Yeah, well,
doesn't it?
it feels like
Is it
two
as good as
lockdowns
what-
ago.
Did it live up to expectations, bro?
No. It was too hyped. Everyone was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
this Polaris album is going to be the best song ever or best album ever. And then I was like, oh, it's a Polaris album. It's good.
Yeah,
And that's it.
the Amity one was better.
Way more better.
Yeah, what a week that was. What a battle.
Fuck Amity.
The fucking Amity one.
And then another,
God damn it.
and then Savior came out the week after, which is a great album.
Yeah,
You know that?
I've got a good
love that,
list
didn't
here,
you?
but I've got Reflections as the best album this
Yeah,
year. Reflections
decent.
Willow, heavy as fuck, and like just it dropped right in that peak of like every metalcore band was dropping an album. Like, hold on, here's a little bit of a heavier album. It's like, holy fuck, this is exactly what I need. And Savior was unreal
I'm surprised
Yeah.
that
for an independent album as well. Like, it's good all the way through.
I'm surprised Franny
Yeah,
didn't have
solid
any
album.
Enter Shikari in there.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
It's one of those. I don't listen to it as much as
Nah.
it doesn't have that replay value.
100%. I was going to say, Enter
It's
Shikari are like a fun band, but they're
Yeah.
they're not a band you can just sit down and listen to again and again and again.
there's some great songs on there.
The
Like,
singles were huge.
Yeah.
And after that, there wasn't
Just
a lot.
dropped.
We got probably 2 decent songs off the first 4 songs. We were so hyped. We thought that was going to be the album of the year, but you listen to it, and it's like, yeah, it's good, but it's not album
Yeah, that's
of the
like
year.
Ocean
But
Grove's
Fantasy's
album.
better than
That was the same. Like Ocean Grove dropped all their good
Yeah.
songs as singles, and then you get the album. Like, well,
Listen
that's
to
it.
the album.
Yeah,
It's a little bit hard, isn't it? I think they had 6 or 7 pre-release songs. Even
Yeah, it was a
Ocean
lot.
Grove.
too many.
And
Like,
that's why bands should do E EPs.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
In Heart's Wake just dropped their 4th song for their new album. Like, man, leave it at 3. Leave it at 3 max before an
yeah,
album.
three's the perfect number.
3's the perfect
And
number,
always-
and especially dropping one with a guestie in it. You're like,
yeah,
yeah, sweet.
Save
We've got a
that-
feature
save
in
that
that.
shit.
And I swear that the songs are
100%.
going down too.
No,
yeah.
no, I reckon
I
it
didn't
went
like the new
good, bad. That last,
you
I liked Worldwide Suicide and I liked Hellbringer.
Yeah.
Then the other two,
yeah, okay, yeah.
the other
They're the
two,
two
I
best
like
The latest
Yeah.
one's really bad. I did not like it at
really bad.
all. Way more badder.
Way more.
I loved your review of it, Frowdy. Like, oh,
What'd I
it must be the headphones. Oh no, it must be the phone speaker. Oh no, it must be my car.
That was-
Oh no, it must be. Oh no, actually, it's just a shit song.
Well, when everyone tells you something's good, sometimes you're like trying to convince yourself that it's good,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like you're like, oh well, maybe I'm missing something. What am I missing? I'm just listening to it in different contexts, and it just every time I'm just like, this just
Yeah,
isn't it. This,
yeah, it's
this,
not
and
going
it's just
anywhere.
Its Wake. Like, well, it can't be that good.
But was it just the Unified Social Club saying it was good and that's what sucked you in? Because they
I
say
think
no
it is
shit's
that,
good.
Ignore.
I love that group, but fuck, they
So do I. I love that group for other reasons. Their taste, their taste is terrible, but they're
Up to date with everything. You
I
don't
just-
miss anything.
100%.
Like
Like,
that
it's
group.
great for breaking news and albums and like vinyl releases and every little release. It's like
Yeah,
bang, finger on the pulse. But everyone's opinion in there is fucking rubbish.
It's hilarious. Very entertaining.
So bad.
Well, we're not allowed to make fun of any bands anymore.
No, we're not allowed. We got banned.
About it a month ago.
Old mate Will, the Chicken Parma King from
Chicken Parma King.
Yeah.
I'll take him on.
Why is my phone ringing?
That's awkward.
Now I have to edit that out. That's fun.
No, fuck that. Just means you got work to do.
Who's calling?
That's work. They're probably probably the Ronas.
So why aren't you allowed to bat? What have I missed here?
Yeah. What's his name? Will King from
Wind Waker.
Yeah. He came out and said no one should be shit canning any bands on the UNFT group. I was like,
and everyone's like, yes.
Yeah, everyone jumped on his team, and I was straight up. I just write in the comments. I'm like, this is 100% aimed at me.
So if we're not allowed to shit can bands anymore, I'd like to say Backbone, it was good listening to you, Jace. All right, let's go. We're out. See you later.
We're all out of a job.
But it was like he posted that. Everyone's like, there was like over 100 comments going, yeah, I fully agree. The next day, someone shit cans Amity. It's back to normal.
100%. It's just the cycle. Like,
yeah,
Amity don't care that they're getting picked on because they get massive sales. They don't even work. They just like sitting on a fucking beach watching the what's the lyric? What's the tide take me home or something? That's the one. That's all they're doing. Just kicking back and drawing flash sheets and selling them for $100.
No comment.
Oh man!
But they'll always be at the front.
And then people defending
mind.
it. Oh man, people defending it.
I had a mate that bought it. Did you really? I got a mate at work that bought that thing.
Really?
Yeah. But he does it all the time. Joel does it all the time. Like, hey, I just drew this crap on a bit of paper. Here's pay me $100, and people are like, yes. And then it's like, hold on a minute. There's local bands that are fucking struggling. Like D's Nuts put out a fucking GoFundMe because they're broke.
Yeah, because they European tour got canned.
They were literally over there and they got had to
100%. So they're down like $50,000 because it doesn't cost. Yeah. It's not cheap to go overseas. And then people are like, oh, I'm not going to give D's Nuts $20, but I'll give Joel Birch, who doesn't need money, I'll give him $100 for some chicken scratchings on a bit of paper.
You gave him $20 to talk to his phone.
Yes, I did, and it was worth it.
Way more better.
Yeah, you pay for his cameo. You can't say anything.
No, I love it though, but we got the most recycle value out of that.
Somebody from the Gloom in the Corner, Matt, the guitarist, literally messaged me yesterday. And it was, hang on, I'll even just bring it up on my computer while we're just doing nothing.
He's a good friend.
He literally said, dude, what in the fuck was that brief from Joel Birch that made him do such a shit cameo for what we did? And I did, what was in that? Did you remember what you wrote for that cameo?
I reckon I could dig it up. So the brief was, because you only get, I think you get 200 characters. I can't remember the cameo setup, but it was...
it just said way more better.
The brief said, we are what we did on the weekend. We're feuding with a fellow Australian music podcast, Backbone Sunday Sessions. And can you just please look at your phone for 5 minutes and say way more better?
To be fair, there was no coming back from Keith Buckley's. That was iconic.
That was so good.
The way more better is so like that's
way more better. Way more better merch.
Yeah, I've ordered their merch with way more better on it. I think that takes the cake.
It's so good. And then that Franz one right at the end.
Franz was really good too.
Yeah, Franz did well. I like.
And that was pre. What's his website?
OnlyFans.
That was pre-OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That cameo would cost a lot more now, and there'd be a dick in it.
Nah, it's about the same. Carol Baskin's on there now too.
Oh, Carol Baskin.
Get a cameo
from
her.
I did see that. Well, I tried to get one of Santa. I tried to get Santa Claus to put you guys on the naughty list. And what happened was I wrote it down, and I thought, he's not going to understand a fucking word of this. And then you could record a video to send to him, and like that's what I did. I recorded it. I'm like, hey, Santa, this is the context. It was like a 2-minute video, like really slowly explaining to a boomer like what I was trying to get out of it. And afterwards, like the next day, he changes his bio from just like, there was something like, I only do like nice call outs or something like that, to I'm only doing anyone who's affected with corona or anyone who wants a Christmas wish. And like that was the night after I sent it. I was like, he's literally changed it because he doesn't know what the fuck.
100%. You've frizzled his little boomer brain.
He's like, well, what does this dickhead want? What's a podcast?
Yeah, what are you doing up in that sleigh, old mate? You should be cranking podcasts, you dog.
Oh,
100%.
As if he doesn't crank Joe Rogan on a daily basis.
100% Santa. Just worried about gay frogs.
What the
has everyone gone through their albums? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yep.
I think so. I had a list of like 10.
Wait, we just did best.
Yeah, there's heaps. Code Orange's one was good as
Heaps.
well.
Yeah, Code Orange was really good.
This is a question we didn't have on there. I'm just going to throw it in. What album let you down the most?
Oh, there's a good one.
I thought... I hate saying Polaris because I don't think they let me down. I think they just had an impossible task.
Correct.
That was just...
I don't even know an answer for myself.
Yeah.
That one kind of comes to mind. A lot of albums, like, I didn't have any expectation for, so it doesn't really matter to me that they fucking sucked. Yeah, that one probably stands out. It depends, like replay value. I haven't really gone back to Ocean Grove as much as what I'd like to.
Shikari.
Shikari. Yeah.
Shikari, after the 4 singles, I thought it was going to be like a flat out album of the year, but it just didn't. After that, there wasn't a lot. So that for me, especially.
And a lot of people love that album.
They do, yeah. I expected it to be a 9+, but I probably would have it about a 7.5 to 8. So good, but yeah.
Anyway.
You guys are too nice though. You gotta get anything under 7, and it's like, oh, that's the worst album ever. It's like, hey, that's pretty good. 7, 6.
We were the same though, because we used to rate everything.
We used to
7.
rate gigs 7, and
Everything
now I've
was
been
7.
thinking about it. Like, man, there's some of those gigs are like 2s.
Yeah. Seven's the very nice way of saying that I would never listen to it again. Like, that's the thing you give to local bands when you don't know what to give them, because you can't give a local band a 4 because it's too mean.
100%. You know? Correct.
So many publications do that, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I guess you haven't listened to Jay's before then. That's a first.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ocean Grove, that was a bit of a... It was good, but it wasn't...
Yeah, I'm not big into Ocean Grove. I don't mind them, but the only song I like on that whole album wasn't even a single. It was... What was it? Neo?
Yeah.
Cracker jam.
Good song, but not a single.
I reckon if I went back to it, I'd enjoy it, but I just haven't... Like, the fact that it hasn't really made me want to go back probably says enough about it, right?
Yeah.
But when you compare it to Rhapsody tapes as well, it's just... doesn't match up.
They're different sounds. Like
different sounds.
They're 100% different bands.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Anyway.
Didn't feel Dale, so that's cool. Yeah. We've got to get out of that.
Yeah, we had one lined up, and then
you guys took
then
it.
that JB Hi-Fi fiasco happened.
Incident happened, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that on the thing.
Yeah.
He mentioned it, and like, yeah, it was good that he was open to talk about it, because, you know, like, you guys know how many times you talk to a band and they're like, no, we don't want to talk about this or that or whatever. It's just like, fucking hell, come on. Just 100%. Fucking who cares?
That's why we get them drunk, because then they just start talking.
Yeah, just open up. Yeah, it's the best way. But
I don't know if you watched the final trivia episode or not, but there was a lot of bombs dropped in that one.
I do. I was in the chat, like, answering all the questions for a while.
It's good. All right. Next question. What's the best EP of the year? So this is more important because EPs are better. Way more better.
Way more better.
I got one.
But there hasn't been many.
Well, White Rabbit.
Yeah, bro. That was my one too.
That's the top of my list too.
By far. Like, it's not even close. Like, Loon was good, but I reckon...
Loon was good.
Yeah.
Wake the Blind was good, but Dweller is...
It's a step above.
That is an unheard of EP debut. Like, just, hey guys, we don't know anyone, but here's the best EP ever. What up? Like, hold on a fucking minute.
It was a big EP.
Yeah, because what's
your favorite track?
I just had it on repeat for fucking 2-3 weeks.
I haven't listened to it for a couple of weeks.
It came out with there's a couple of albums came out the same days that were pretty big, and I think the week after as well. And I listened to them like once and just went back to it every time. Like, come on, I can't stop listening to this shit. I threw it on the other day again. I'm like, yeah, it's still fucking great.
It's a bloody good EP. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else that really stood out.
EPs have been tough this year.
And local bands dropped the ball this year.
Earthcaller.
Yeah, here you go, Earthcaller.
Earthcaller was good.
Sick EP. David, it starts with a bark. And It just gets better from there.
You were done. You're fine.
I think we're going to get a big one upcoming in a couple of months. The Diamond Construct one.
Yeah, bro.
Be good.
I pre-ordered that
That's
straight
sick.
off the bat. Like, yes.
What variant you get?
I think I got the purple one.
Yeah.
Not transparent blue. That's the Avid go-to one.
Oh, 100%. I got a album in the mail yesterday, Earthright, and it's transparent blue with a little bit of a cloud in it. And I'm like,
I didn't even notice they're on the bottom shelf now, too.
Yeah, I'm on to my third cube.
It's growing. It is
The
growing.
cubes.
It's like he's watering them and just growing more. Like, it's fucked.
So I had 2 international EPs that were fucking awesome.
Yep.
Malevolence.
Yes, that was big.
What was the fucking? I can't even remember what it was called, but it was a 3-track EP, and
Do 3 tracks count as EPs?
yeah, well they released it on a 10-inch, so
No, they did. Okay, yeah, that's probably the way.
oh, it's the other side. That's what it's called.
And what's the other one?
And Darko, so new band, which is
heavy.
Yeah.
Tom Barber from Chelsea Grin, his new band,
Crazy.
and
Ooh.
it's called.
They get a lot of love on that UNFD side. A lot of people were posting about them.
Yeah, it's good. So the EP's called Part 1 Death Mask, and it is tidy. It is good stuff. Like that,
Tidy jams.
Fast deathcore sort of setup. But yeah, that's
I'm looking.
they're
I'm
my
just
2
looking through the reviews
EPs.
that were like that's been done, that we've done at least written form, and there's not really anything that fucking stands out, is there?
No.
That's a bit upsetting. Like, because
That's Dweller EP though.
Dweller.
Yeah, EPs are so fucking fun. Like, there's just something there's just a different experience as opposed to the album. But
No one's really released any.
Yeah, maybe Dweller, as you said. That's the other one that can really come to mind. Wake the Blind wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Wake the Blind was good. Loon was good.
Yeah,
Loons was sick, but
Loon
it
was
wasn't
good.
the best, I think.
Dweller had the best one, I reckon.
It was start to finish just
Sick.
so good.
I think since we started doing this part, all the bands that we got doing EPs early are becoming bigger bands now. So they're starting to do albums. So there isn't as many coming through that next wave, which is a little bit concerning with the Rona, but maybe they'll pop up afterwards. I don't know. But yeah, this year hasn't been as good as last year or the year before. 2018 felt like it was huge for EPs.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just excited then.
Well, there's a couple in the back half of the year. There's a couple still to come this year, so
Next year's going to be big for music.
We'll get some good ones.
Do you think once Rona goes away, we're just going to see this huge influx of EPs? And all this music coming
I
out?
reckon because
Everyone's just writing right now.
People are writing and recording at
Yeah.
home, so they're just going to build it all up, and then
Next year's going to be fucked.
All the producers are going to be booked out for the next fucking 3 years just to get
100%.
just to get in, right?
Well, they need it because they're not getting any money now. So
Yeah, it's
No,
very true.
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Will Putney, what's up?
Hey, has he done anything bad ever? That bloke?
Nothing bad.
As a
Everything.
producer, no.
Oh, actually,
it's probably
I went through his list, and there's a couple. Like he produced an Amity album. I was like,
Yeah,
What?
back in the day.
Was it a good one? Or?
yeah,
Pretty sure it was the third one ago.
it's an Amity album. Is that the
weather one?
question?
I bring
the one
level
about
with
the
me.
ocean.
Is that the one with the coffin on it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Might have been that.
One of them.
This could be heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah, it could be one of them. Hopefully it's not either of them. Hopefully it's Chasing Ghosts.
I think he did Chasey Ghost actually.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I take everything back. What about songs? Favorite
Yes,
jams?
songs. Here we go.
What do you got? What are your standouts? You got 2 or 3?
I've got
Or is it just
3.
one?
we got one major one that we're all going to agree on right now. We all know what it is.
Cool boy.
Hyper.
Hyper is the song of the year, and then
Yeah.
everyone's fighting for second. It's sitting at like 5 million views already. It's been out for 2 weeks.
Have you watched the video clip?
They're Gangnam Style views.
Watched the video clip?
Yeah, it's
Clip.
so good.
Clip's iconic.
Sick.
The clip is so good. It's actually disappointing to watch them because after I saw that clip, I was like, I wonder if they dress like that all the time.
No.
So I looked up just a random live show from like
No.
2017, and they just dress like scene kids, and I was like, it's a bit
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah.
It's like
If
when
they
you,
dress like Hyper the whole time, I think it'd be the best fucking thing of all time.
So sick.
it's like when you see Steel Panther don't look like that.
Yeah, it's like that
so
kind of-
weird.
It's that sad
Yeah, and
realization.
they're just old men.
Yeah, the singer's
Well,
the only
Lexi
one
guy,
whose
the
hair's
pretty boy
real.
one's actually bald. When he takes his wig off,
Yeah.
it's hilarious. It's like, what? Wow, okay.
I never knew. Then I saw pictures of him. I'm like, what the fuck?
What is this?
He's got to be one of the sexiest faces by Lexi.
Oh, God, yeah. Then he takes
Unheard
the
of.
one wig off.
He's got the fan blowing in his face while he's playing.
So good, dude.
While we're talking about Steel Panther,
Yeah.
Can you believe that they were trying to charge $100 for a ticket to see them with no supports? Like,
unreal, dude.
Shit ass.
I don't know. Australia's one of their only markets left, really.
100%. Australia loves them.
It's because
I feel like it's Australia and European festivals. That's the only two markets that really enjoy Steel Panther still.
Yeah, America don't give a shit anymore.
That's the two
for a year or two.
That's the two markets that are so dumb we don't know they're actually dressed up.
Yeah.
We're the only ones who are still fooled by the whole facade. Damn you.
But because they announced their tour, like it's all cancelled now, and they had like a strange, I think, who'd they have as support? Someone like
Sisters Doll, probably.
No, not Sisters Doll. No, it was like an early 2000s band, but it was strange. It didn't match. But then, was it the Red Shore, or there was another big gig that got announced the same night?
Red Shore opened for them.
No, it was the same night, and then it's like, well, Steel Panther going to sell no tickets now because they're trying to sting everyone. But
because they come back every year or two. It's like they've charged so much less in the past, so it's kind of like when they did the best thing ever when they did their hour
the show at the Forum. That was the best.
Crazy.
Like that's the best idea for a band 100%. Like Steel Panther, who are basically a cover band as it is. So it's like, you might as well just take advantage of that and just go full.
And that show was awesome because it was at the Forum. It filled out. Perfect show. They did 2 nights. Like, yep, sick, done. Like,
2 nights. That's massive.
Yeah, they did 2 nights.
That's so big, dude.
Sold out at the Forum. Then they're like, hold on a minute. You know what we can do? We're going to sell out Margaret Court Arena with some shit support. Like, there's a bit of a step in between those two venues.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Anyway,
I don't think there is a step anymore, though.
From
I think
the
that
Forum
is the next
to
step,
Margaret Court. Nah, Festival
Hall.
Yeah,
what is the...
Festival Hall's in between.
I think Forum's about the same as Festival.
Nah, Forum's 2.
Forum's 2.
And Festival Hall...
Festival's like 3 or 4.
4.5.
Sure. But they've already played Festival Hall, so they were ready.
They're ready for that step.
Festival might be 5. Is more?
Yeah.
They should be playing at the Palace.
5. It still might be, but...
St Kilda Palace. Oh, the Metro.
The greatest venue that no longer exists.
Oh, dude, the St Kilda Palace.
Both palaces were the best.
Well, one's still going, isn't it?
No.
The one is
demo.
Isn't the big one where they used to have
that's the Palais.
Yeah, the Palais.
The Palais, yeah.
There with seats. That's still going.
Yeah. The one next to Luna Park, that one's still around.
Yeah, that's still going. That's the
the shitty one. Not shitty, not as good.
I've never been there.
Yeah, nah.
I've only been there for like comedy gigs. I don't think I've seen a band there.
That bloody Khabib guy did a speech there after he beat McGregor. Came out to Australia and did a chat.
Did he?
Chat there. That's pretty sold out like that.
Didn't Shaq do one there as well?
Kobe Bryant did one before he died.
Yeah, Kobe did one there.
Came out to Australia and did a chat.
I think Shaq was coming out, and then that got cancelled.
Shaq to full.
I remember they announced all these like speakers and that, like people who are really good at speaking. You know, Shaq, Kobe, and Khabib's pretty good.
Yeah,
but then they announced like Dusty Martin, who can't string 2 sentences.
Did you say bags?
Like, what is he going to say? Like, he's not going to say anything inspirational or anything.
100%.
He's just a dickhead.
100%. I love the meet and greet at like. Merchandise shops that footy players do. Like, we're going to go sign a shitty fucking poster of ourselves that's framed and then shake hands. It's like $300. Like, man, I know what I'd rather do with $300, but
how many vinyls do you have to say? About 11.5?
I don't think it's vinyls either.
It's what the vinyl comes in, but
the plastic.
It's like Rebel Wilson, as you say, only gets $300 out at a time.
That's so good. I can't believe no one picked up on that. I was watching that Last One Laugh show on Amazon. It's all right. Apparently, the shit that happened in the background is the best part of that show. Which,
oh, really?
Yeah, they won't let it out. But yeah, apparently Sam Simmons is a pest. But when Rebel Wilson's like, oh, I've never seen that so much cash. I only get $300 out at a time. I'm like, Rebel's on the bag.
Come on, Rebel.
Good Rebel. Good form.
Good perfect 1, 2, and 3.
Good shit, Rebel.
All right. Back to songs.
Yes.
I added a question before we started.
So we had Hyper.
Oh, we're still on Hyper. Oh,
yeah, we haven't named another song yet.
It doesn't matter. That's all we need to name.
The one.
All right, I'm going through my top 3.
Hyper. I've
got Devious Art Bloodlust.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So good. So good. And then
what a band!
What a band, dude!
2020's been massive.
Have they got an EP or an album coming out in a couple of weeks?
Album coming out.
So sick. So keen.
Absolutely love that.
West Technique, get around it. It's going to be huge.
Wasn't it 21 Technique?
It was 21 and they changed it to West recently.
Yeah, sweet. And then I've
no idea why.
Strange. Then I've got Inhibitor, our boys, Yibbity.
Yep.
Inhibitor Loathing. I reckon that's one of the best deathcore songs I've ever heard, let alone just this year. And then I've got Dreg Hectic. I love that song.
Fuck, I forgot about Drake.
Yeah.
Dreg, dude. They brought out that two-sided cassette that never got posted.
I still didn't get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I bought that cassette, and that still hasn't come in the mail.
Epitaph boys now, those guys.
Yeah, bro. I can't believe they signed to Epitaph. And they were going to play, what festival were they going to play?
Yeah, the one over there with Metallica.
Yeah, that massive festival.
Something.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
They just got announced for that Triple J one as well.
Yeah, they're playing that one in Wollongong.
Yours and ours.
Yeah, yours and ours.
Yeah.
I'll get into that later, but yeah, it's crazy.
Ooh.
If it happens, yeah.
Won't happen.
One that comes to mind for me is Alpha Wolf Akadama.
Good track.
I fucking love that song.
Good
it's
track.
Probably my favourite Alpha song, actually.
Yeah, same.
When bands are kind of growing, you want every song to be their best, and rarely it happens because you usually have this weird attachment to older songs. But I think it's probably their best song they've done. And Pain is Power by Justice, I think, just easily. I think it's their best written song. It's so fucking ridiculous.
It's just hard. What's happening in Sydney? Sydney's just putting out all these hard as fuck bands.
Their scene's heavier than Melbourne's.
Their scene is way heavier than Melbourne's. Melbourne's is
always has
there's
been.
a lot of cut core, and then
for sure.
Absolutely.
a lot of fucking crybabies and shit. But then Sydney's just got, because I think it's that western suburbs thing of Sydney.
It's tough.
Yeah, you just beaten to the
Tough.
Just got to stomp cunts.
Yeah, you're getting stomped from day one. So like, fuck we're just gonna be the hardest band ever.
You're getting into fights. Brawling, beach to beach.
What song's coming to mind?
Easy, erase me, mate. Suffer. I can't believe it hasn't been brought up yet. My God.
Good song.
Huge song. That's a monster. Pain is Power, as Nick said. That's a huge song as well for Justice. But yeah, as you say, what's it? The Cowboy, Hyper. What's their first name again? Callus?
Eskimo Cowboy.
Cowboy, yeah, like that song.
Cowboy.
But dude, that song, Hyper. My God,
what a track!
When you hear it, you just like
it's just a party.
Listen to it again.
I can't wait to DJ at Bang again.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day. Like, that's the first song we're dropping.
Yes. It's going to be the New Year's Eve, like going every song. That's going to be the go-to to midnight, surely.
When Casto just said Eskimo Cowboy, I just want to see them do a song with Lil Nas X now.
Oh, why not? Mate, they can do whatever the fuck they want now. Like, that song has put them on the map. I had no idea they were.
They were semi on the map already, and then
go listen to their first EP from
not
2010.
like this, where like.
Well, everyone knows them now. Like,
people that listen to Hands Like Houses know them now. Like, hold on a minute.
Like, it's crazy.
That is a different sentence.
What'd you call Hands Like Houses before?
Like houses.
Yeah.
Houses like hands?
Why are my hands houses? It's like a bad acid trip.
Did you... wait, what was I going to say?
What about Parasite Eve? Bring me. Does that fit in?
Jake doesn't like
not for me.
Jace hates it. I didn't mind it.
I hate Bring Me.
Yeah. Is it just the new sounds? You not like any of their sound kind of thing? Or?
Nah, none of their sound. Even so, I didn't mind like OG Count Your Blessings stuff, but at the time when that was around, I didn't like that stuff at the time because I was that camo short, just metal.
I love that.
Camo shorts metal.
Pantera. Metal.
Just camo shorts metal.
Lamb of God, baby.
Lamb of God, Devil Driver. That was all I listened to. And then there was like these little emo fucks with fringes. And then listening to Bring Me, who were heavy, but I just didn't like that scene. I was like, yeah, that's not for me. So I never gave him a chance. Now I listen back, I'm like, oh, this is actually heavy. It's good. But I can't handle old mate's voice.
Yeah.
So
especially back then.
So bad. The human tear.
So you're doing another bracket with Bring Me the Horizon this time.
Bracketology.
Yes.
What's the prediction?
That's hard because There's so many errors of fans.
I know that
That's the thing, yeah.
Jace is just going to
a lot
vote
of
for
people like, oh, you
West.
should just put the same album against the same album the whole time and like kind of make it that way. But it's like, we know who's going to win. Like we know what the biggest song from each album is. So we kind of like, it's funner to put this, a couple of different errors against each other and see where the fans lie. And I'm gonna be pissed off at the winner regardless. Like it just doesn't matter who wins. I'm gonna be angry at it.
Correct.
But I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win. Maybe Diamonds or something.
Chelsea Smile versus Shadow Moses in the final.
Ooh.
Yeah, I reckon Shadow Moses will win it.
Chelsea Smile's my favourite song of theirs.
Fuck's their best song.
Nah, you know what's their best song?
Fuck's huge.
Fuck's the best song.
Play with the cur. Play with the cur.
Kills me.
He was like, to his credit, he used to be the worst live vocalist in music. He was
still
so
is.
bad back in the
Still
day.
is.
And like now he basically hired someone to do singing for him. So
Yeah, he's the smartest thing ever. Now he can just be the front man and Jordan does everything.
That's smart.
Everything.
He just does the highlight lines, and that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Dude, Ollie could do like 4 bags of Ket again and not be able to play a show. Bring Me the Horizon could still play and no one even fucking notice.
Play with the cur.
Except, the only thing they'd notice is that Jordan could probably say his S's.
Yeah, he's
Like this song is Shadow Moses, not Hado Hoa.
I just love that the hype for their new album was when they were dropping all those little 5-minute video clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like, we're bringing back gutturals. Like,
Yeah.
what? Mate, you got to have guts to do gutturals. You can't cry at the same time. But anyway, enough about the humans here.
All right. Before we get into the next one, I added a question just before about the Rona. What stream has been the best during lockdowns?
Ooh. Talking band stream, so like big streams?
band.
The first Code Orange one I actually watched was insane.
That was so
That was
good.
right after they dropped the album, I watched that and I was like, ooh. And they've done a few. Like they've actually been one of the best bands through the whole lockdown, especially in America. America's numbers are so much like worse than ours. Like they got fucking
They're
4.5
so
million
fucked over there.
People dying in the street.
Yeah, but Code Orange, that was sick.
We got 300. We got 300 cases today. They got like fucking 60,000.
They get 50,000 days. It's crazy. Like mental.
The funniest was Florida. Oh, we got 15,000 cases. Let's open Disney World.
Just call it off.
Well, they're having Corona parties over there where they're like, first one to get the virus, like gets a payout. Like they're literally like they don't take it seriously at all.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of the NBA just then, did you see Ben Simmons fishing?
No, I didn't.
He caught a fish at Disneyland, and then he goes to throw
Disneyland?
at wherever Disney, whichever one they're at. But the best thing is in the video, he holds it up for the video, then goes to throw it and misses the water.
Just throwing bricks.
It bounces off the rocks back into the water, and everyone's just like, this guy can't even throw a fish into it.
That's
So
good.
fucking good. Every comment was just, bricks.
Shout out to the American listeners who have not understood a word we've said.
Still just there.
And have just gone,
they know.
Disney World. We love that.
Watch that video as soon as you can. It is fucking great.
Good on Americans. They're watching footy now, I guess. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, but they keep sending them the wrong games. Like they sent them
Adelaide
Freo. Oh my God, snooze fest.
It actually wasn't
Adelaide
that bad.
Freo is the worst game I've ever seen the other day. That was
So bad.
horrible. And that went live in America.
Richmond, Sydney.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Oh, Richmond, Sydney and Richmond Collingwood, the first game back.
Yeah, Richmond Collingwood, the first game back. I've never seen anything like it.
God.
I turned off it. No, I didn't even turn off. I didn't even get a chance to turn off. It was just over.
I just watched Ben Simmons.
There's a whole lake of shooting and he still breaks it.
There's a whole fucking lake and he hits the one part of the pier.
There's a cat falling down the stairs in this video.
Yes.
So
What
fucking
other good live streams were there this year?
Post Malone.
Post Malone?
Yeah, Post Malone, that was the Nirvana one.
Yeah, Nirvana cover set. That was sick.
Was that this year?
Yeah, that was this year.
So
That was
long ago.
Corona.
It's like
That-
it was
with,
like 4 weeks ago, dude.
What's his name?
I know the best stream or the best thing that went live was what we did in the weekend trivia.
Hey. That was good.
Sucking up to us, mate.
So much good content got cut out of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you think some of the fucked shit that went through, man, it was heaps worse that got cut out. Just really bad.
The funniest was the
Went for
second.
like 3 hours.
The second episode we did was the Savior,
Pride Lands.
and like we drank for like 2 hours after it, and it was just
Bad.
fucking Bryant from Savior, just being funny as fuck the
Who else
whole
is on
time.
that? Gravemind. Oh, happy 1 year anniversary to Gravemind Conduit.
Yes, I did see that today.
What a birthday. What
Good
an
little
album.
segue there.
Yeah. Fuck, I love Gravemind.
What other good streams there been?
Fuck.
Well, great songs. We got
streams.
Spence again. Ocean Grove. Oh, streams, sorry.
Streams.
Yeah, streams.
I watched Trivium last weekend. That was $9.
Deftones did something, but it was an old video. They did a 10 years of White Pony, like a live gig of that, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. Under Oath did one yesterday morning, I think.
They're shit.
Yeah.
They're doing like 3 full.
I'm not into
shows.
them, but yeah, I didn't watch it. But I think Destroyer Lines are partnering to produce it or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was like, oh, here we go. And then I was like, I don't like Under Oath.
This one's for you, Franny, though. Machine Gun Kelly's Instagram all the way through lockdown.
Dude, he's been killing the game, dude. Like, all his covers, all his what do you call it? Lockdown sessions, whatever it is. Like
it was so good.
All these new songs he's been doing has been really cool. And now he's dating Megan Fox, which is just the most ridiculous thing ever.
That's a meme on its own.
What a sexy
That's
couple.
content.
What a
Real content there.
OnlyFans.
sexy couple.
We can break me and Franny's heart now and say that Poppy just got engaged too.
Oh, who'd you get engaged to?
Ghostman.
Oh, what a dark couple. That'd be the saddest wedding.
I was going to say something else, but I'll stay away.
We won't touch that.
Poppy.
I like Ghostman.
Poppy's strange.
What a couple. It's a power couple.
What a couple.
That's a power couple.
Yeah, it is.
Man, big makeup bills.
Oh, yeah.
Big makeup bill.
Black
Collabs
wedding.
everywhere.
Oh, dude. Like, it'd be like Bam Margera's wedding.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What was his show called? The Unholy Union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got Iggy Pop to play his wedding.
Yeah.
That was sick.
He's not even married to her anymore. He's married to someone else.
No, he's been married, I think, 3 times.
Yeah, I think he's married to KFC now.
Yeah.
He's fatter than me.
He's a big boy. He
Married
looks
to
like Phil now.
KFC.
His dead set looks like his dad Phil.
100%.
Image now.
It's good. Good Bam.
Just
Follow
paint him blue and you wouldn't know the difference.
Fuck. All right.
Back on track.
We got 2 more questions. We've got best gig and what are you keen for the rest of the year? So I reckon we do gig first. What was the best gig you went to at the start of the year?
There wasn't a lot, but the very few that I went to, probably Polaris at the Forum was my favorite.
Very
but
good.
My favorite set was Knock Loose at Invasion. I thought that set at Invasion Fest to close was just monstrous. Like, that was probably my favorite day of music that we had.
100%. Invasion Fest was Invasion Fest and the Saturday of Unify.
Saturday was sick.
2 unheard of levels in Australia because
Unify
we
was
don't
one
get
day,
stacked lineups like that ever.
Yeah.
And that Invasion Fest day was crazy, running from stage to stage.
Which was sick. That was half the fun.
So good. And hanging out with you boys all day and then just getting blind.
Get pissed.
And and playing Spotto with stickers like all over the metro. I was like, fuck you, Sydney. You'll know I've been here.
I kept getting Snapchats from people that didn't know you were up there going, are you up here? And I'm just getting all there like, what the fuck?
Yeah, stickers. It was good. Man, Invasion Fest was so sick.
Yeah, Invasion Fest is definitely the best one. I thought Justice were the best band on Invasion Fest.
100%.
Fucking mental.
And yeah, Justice, Redshaw, Knock Loose. Everyone was good at Invasion Fest.
Peace was fucked.
So I missed Jesus Peace at Invasion because I was setting up for the Redshaw. So
true. Well, there were people who were getting on top of the speakers. People were jumping on the speakers and doing swanton bombs into the crowd, like,
so
off, like 10 feet in the air, and it was terrifying.
So good.
Yeah, it was the Beard Warrior, Geordie. Shout out Geordie for stuff.
Frontman stuff too.
We
saw someone KO'd at the start of the Jesus Peace set. Literally, like there was a pit before they actually started, and a guy got KO'd before the band hit the stage. Crazy.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, I saw Jesus Peace like 4 times that week. And
yeah, you had a big week, didn't you?
Big
week. You went to every sideshow.
You had a big January.
I missed 2 sideshows. Adelaide.
You went Unify.
No, I missed 3. I missed Adelaide, Brisbane, Newcastle. But I saw, what's that fucking one on Swanton Street? Arrow. I saw the Arrow show, Stay Gold, Wollongong, and Invasion and Unify 5 times.
It's almost like you knew that there was something coming, so you just said, "Fuck, let's just jam as much in as possible."
I'm so thankful. At the time, I was like, "What have I fucking done? My body is ruined. I'm broke,
especially
and I'm just like miserable."
Home. The drive home from Unify.
Oh no! Like at the end of January, I was just like shot to pieces. Like I've never done this much. Fucking so many gigs and so many other things at once. It was a wild month.
Not next January, but the one after. I'm taking the month off work because
I
had 5 weeks and I saw gigs nearly every night.
Like do everything like you did. That's great. I love that.
And I don't regret it at all. Now that the year's fucked, I saw 33 gigs before Corona kicked in.
That's more than people see every year.
People see in their lifetime, and I saw that in 2.5 months. So
that's cool.
It's crazy. But
what about you, Berger?
My best sets of the year, we're going to go back to one at Unify, I reckon. And Jace hates the band but loved the set. Silverstein.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, I thought they were really good.
Really
it was
good.
Surprisingly good.
They were the best of the Friday.
Yeah, because Architects were shit.
And who else played on the Friday?
Seems to agree with this.
Yeah. Oh, fuck them.
They were Fox.
Who else played on the Friday? Tapestry. Did they play on the Friday?
Tapestry was probably, they got a...
They were good, but they got sort of fingered.
But I reckon it was so good for them because they got like more of a crowd because it was pissing down rain at that point that everyone would just want to be in the dry, so underneath. Yeah, they got a huge crowd, which is good for them.
Franny climbed the tent that was unclimbable during that set.
Franny kept trying to steal everyone's backstage pass so he could get up and sing.
That was on the Thursday.
Berger, give me a backstage pass.
The first night.
Oh, it was a Thursday. Oh,
yeah. I just wanted to get up for Gloom, and I had one lined up. I had Liam from Reside. He's like, "Dude, I'll just give you mine, and you can get up and do your thing." And I was like, "Sick." And then Gloom start after a 25-minute delay. Remember?
It was fucked.
And then a pit opens up, and I don't see Liam again for the next 4 hours. So I was like, "Oh, fuck me!" Damn it. So I was trying to convince security. I was like, "Dude, I'm literally, I work for the festival. They just weren't buying fucking bit of it."
So bad.
To be fair, Franny,
do you know who I am, like?
Pardon?
You didn't see anyone for 4 hours.
Dude, on the Friday, I was in a fucking stacked. I've never been that way, but it was fun.
You were in lockdown already.
I was locked inside my own mind.
That Thursday. Whereas you two, me, Mikey from Gloom, and then the 2 other boys just sitting in that tent at like 4 a.m. was the peak Unify. Like that
was awesome.
That is a snapshot of Unify.
Do you emphasize the word peak?
You know what the best part was? I remember like because I didn't sleep on the Thursday. So
neither did I.
Straight through, and I was like, the sun was coming up. I was like, I'm just gonna go for a walk, and I just remember walking and then coming out the exact same time as you, Jason. I'm like, and it was just like, brother, it was so fucking funny.
So good.
I remember coming down to your campsite and Custo's just sitting there in that big seat and I'm sitting there and having a drink with him. I'm like, "Where's Frowny?" And he goes, "Down there." I look down, you're just face fucking forward. just like spread eagle dead.
Oh God.
I just jump in the tent, he just like looks at me and goes, "What do you got?" And then his head just goes back down.
Have you gone back and listen to the reviews, like your show and like our show since then?
Oh no, I should.
I said it to Nick about a month ago. I listened to your one and then I listened to ours. And it's so funny. You have to like honestly go back.
I have to go back and listen.
Some of the shit. Like I said to Nick, my memory's so shot from Unifies. Like I'm that drunk, I don't remember shit like as well as I used to. But now, go back and listen to the show.
Yeah,
so funny.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually because we recorded pretty much as soon as we got home. Like, and because I made a point of it. It's like we have to record because everything that happens we will forget. And
Yeah.
Well, we did it on the Monday, I think 2 years ago, and it was just like,
We did it on
we
the
did it
Monday.
this week.
Why do we do it on
Did we?
the Monday?
Yeah, because we went straight to Stay Gold on the way home.
All the stories.
Yeah,
everyone's like,
because
why are you cunts
we had
content?
extra content ready to go because
Yeah.
of everything that was happening. And we were wondering if Unify were going to come out with all these statements
Yeah,
about
true.
what happened over the weekend with the
Yeah.
weather and everything. So we kind of like wait a day. And then nothing really eventuated. So it's kind of pointless. But yeah.
yeah, it's wild.
Hashtag Unify.
Man, this year started strong.
We'll come back to Unify in a minute, but another great set of the year was Crystal Lake.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
especially the one at Stay Gold.
Incredible, man. You saw him at Stay Gold, yeah?
Yeah, with Wage War.
I felt
They made Wage War look like a local band,
Amateurs.
Yeah.
which is
They climbed,
which is
didn't they
wild.
break the lighting rig or something?
No,
Yeah,
he climbed
he
it,
climbed
and
it and
he
it
put his
fell.
foot through the roof and unplugged it. And yeah, there was about
thought he was
10,
gonna die.
There's about 10 people that are connected to Stay Gold, and us two, and we all did the same face of just looking and like, oh no, this is the end.
We all actually we had the face of Joel Birch staring at his phone.
Just the boomer face.
Brad, get your phone up.
That smile.
So good. Oh man,
Yeah.
I've never been so concerned.
I thought this whole roof's
like
going to come
excited
down.
at the same time. Like, what's going to happen? Is he going to fall off? Is the roof going to fall in? Is someone going to die? I don't know what's happening here. And then it's like, oh no, it's all good. We'll just plug it back in.
Everyone underneath him was still cheering him. We're just like, you're going to die,
Yeah, you're
dude.
gonna die.
Look out, guys.
Yeah, there's-
Get out of the fucking way.
There's two
What
bits
are the
of
two new songs.
yeah. There's
that they
two.
dropped?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
One was heavy. One was real heavy and good. The other one was
Yeah.
Didn't, the singer was a guestie on something just the other day as well.
Yeah, last week. I think it was it Fit for a King? Might have been.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Fit for a King.
last week. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm keen for that album.
Big week.
Oh, Fit for a King.
So good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like me.
Nom.
Oh no, the Chicken King. Yes.
Back to Unify.
Um,
Back to Unify.
Polaris.
2021. Is that next year?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is it happening?
Is it happening?
No chance. Not
Not in
a
Victoria. Ain't not the way
possibility.
we're going.
if you asked about 3 weeks ago, I would have said yes. Now I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know what capacity could it happen.
I know how they
And
can do it.
and even if they shift it to New South Wales, like
It's boring because we can't go.
we can't
Yeah,
go.
we have to travel
Everyone's
out of
from
Victoria.
Melbourne. Every band from Melbourne, like everyone
Yeah.
from Melbourne, you can't go.
Well,
So-
I know how they can do it. Just book
Okay.
bands with masks on.
Yes.
Slipknot
So-
headlining.
Mushroom Head.
Yes.
Within destruction.
Gore. 3/5 of North Lane.
And Alpha Wolf.
And Alpha Wolf.
A mashup
Yeah,
of
Alpha
North
Wolf.
Lane and Alpha Wolf.
The
Oh,
same
that'd
thing
be
does a
sick.
solo set.
It's got to be the year that they play, surely.
Well, if
Alpha.
it happens, yeah.
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 Alpha have to play. Have to. All right.
If it's all Australian, like,
It's not happening.
God.
Yeah, it's surely. I don't think it's happening. I don't think Unify will
Our
happen.
prediction, no,
No.
for sure.
But if
Yeah.
it does,
Not at the state of things. Not the way the world's going at the moment. But there's hope.
it's not the
There's
world.
hope
It's
on the
Victoria
horizon.
right now.
Could they reduce the capacity to I don't know,
7 people.
1,000 or 2? Yeah, I don't know how many people can go. Like,
Well, if Perth can have 40,000 people at the footy, surely we can have a music festival.
yeah, I know.
But it's,
Yeah, but Perth
there's
has
a-
0
there-
cases. We
yeah,
got
but
300
there's-
today.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Perth will get it back. Don't worry. People from Perth are stupid, so
true.
they'll get it back. Don't
Have
worry.
you seen the size of their state? It's easier to stay 1.5 away from each other.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't measure 1.5 meters.
We're cramped.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful because Unify is the only thing I look forward to all year. But
Yeah.
who knows?
All right, what's one band? What's
Metalcore
one
Christmas.
band that's definitely playing if it does happen?
In Arts Wake.
Yeah, they're headlining for
They're
sure.
Monty's.
UNFD, new album, and all the eggs are in that basket too.
Yeah, they're all there on In Arts Wake.
They're
All in
pushing
on-
them big time at the
Yeah.
moment.
What's his name? Loggerman. He loves them.
Luke.
Would they
Luke,
headline?
Yeah. He
Well, he books it, doesn't he?
yeah. He messaged me. He's like, keep an eye out for In Arts Wake. I'm like, okay. I was going to anyway. Check your receipts. I bought the album. I can't believe I bought an In Arts Wake
Add it to
album
my
as a
collection.
pre-order. That's wild.
After what song?
Why'd you do that? Because of the variant?
The Variant and Hellbringer. So after World War Suicide, I was like, ooh, that could be good. It could be on here. Then the second song was shit. I'm like, nah. Then Hellbringer, I was like, yeah, right, I'm in.
And then what happened?
And then the next song was the worst song ever, but The Variant is sick.
Do you reckon Jamie being on Hellbringer makes it like better?
Yeah,
Way more better.
I don't know.
That would make a difference still.
It wouldn't make a difference, I don't think.
Okay.
So I'm not a Jamie fanboy like a lot of people are.
Yeah,
but
that's all right.
Yeah.
You're going to get so much hate in the Unified Social Club for saying that.
If people listen to us and don't know what I'm about, they can get fucked.
Just hate.
But Jamie's great. He's a great frontman. He's a good singer and that. But like, I don't think he adds any extra dimension to that song.
He has our
Like,
merch, so he's
he
great.
does in the film clip, the video clip. He's really good in. Like, he's good in the song, but
Yeah,
if it had no guesty and it was the same style,
wouldn't phase you.
it wouldn't phase me because it's a heavier song. That's all I want.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I love a guesty, but
Love it.
If it's
I
not
didn't want to do this, but I have to do it. Did you see old mate Jekyll has a CJ McMahon guesty?
No.
100%. I don't know how much that cost,
How
but
much?
King James.
A, how does Jekyll have money? And B, how did he con CJ to do a guesty? And
CJ
C,
doesn't care at this stage.
how the I got it sent to me in a DM, was like, is this for real? I was like, it can't be.
I know how it's happened because CJ's on Cameo, so he probably just paid for a cameo and just put it in his song.
CJ's got a sponsorship from like that CBD oil, so he's probably just on a different money. Yes. I'll give you two, just like sending all these fucking things to him.
I can't believe I'm talking about it. Anyway, let's just forget I said that.
CJ.
I got one more gig. So my favourite gig of the year, and one of the best gigs I've ever seen was cattle decapitation at Max Watts. It was
When was that?
a fucking Wednesday night. I got a sneaky door spot
Oi!
and a sneaky second door spot, which I got our old mate Geordie from Starve in with me.
Oh, beautiful.
And
That
it
was
was
your albums of the year last year, wasn't it?
unreal. So good. That was my second favourite album last year.
Didn't you go to Frankston to see him as well?
And then I saw him in Frankston the next night as well. And the contrast of gigs, so playing Max Watts with a full production and perfect sound, perfect lighting, like unreal, then going to the Pelly Bar. And like you got to wear like 2 sets of earplugs because it's so fucked in there.
Loud.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking ridiculous. Isn't it?
That cattle decap show at Max Watts was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
that's sick.
and that's just a death metal thing, but
It's your gig of the year, wasn't it?
gig of the year.
Death metal
That's my gig of the year. That was better than Invasion, better than Unify.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's gonna
10
beat
out
it.
of 10 untouchable gig.
Nothing will beat it because we're not having gigs for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's Gig of the Year. We can just call it Gig of the Year now.
gig of the year, cattle decap.
So there was that question going around on Facebook the other day that we put into the group chat. What's the biggest band you've seen in a small venue?
Okay, so I think Jason's going to have the best answer here, seeing Lil Jon in Frankston.
I also
True.
saw
What happened
Exhibit
there?
in Frankston.
Wait, who was that?
I saw Exhibit in Frankston.
Who was better, Lil Jon or Exhibit?
Exhibit was awesome. He was like
that's sick.
actually legit awesome.
This is a really tough one because, like, I've seen a lot of bands. Are you saying, like, are we allowed to say bands that are big now that maybe weren't big when we saw them in a small venue?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I reckon you can.
Yeah, so that's what he mean.
So you could say Parkway at Next.
Okay, yeah. So I
Parkway
remember
at
seeing
Somerville.
the first time I saw Polaris was in front of 30 kids
Yeah.
at the Frankston Mechanics Hall, and
Yeah.
They put their first EP out, not Guilt and Grief, like
Iconic,
that.
is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. And they were really good, and they were the best band on that show by a fucking stretch. They played with Sienna Skies. They were the headliners.
The Frankston
And I was
Mechanic Hall. That's-
Yeah,
Dude, it's just it's behind the strippers.
yes.
exactly.
The old
When
strips.
you can't get the Pally Bar.
Correct.
The sound there was amazing.
Yeah, it's good in there. It's better than the Pelly Bar. I saw
I got
Bill.
North Lane Yayas.
North Lane out. Yeah, North Lane out.
I'm spewing
I
on.
like that one because they're big at the point that they did
spewing
that
with
show.
go to that.
That was huge. We lined up because I think it was 200 people got in. We were one of the first, I think, 50 in, and we got the Alien vinyl and CD. I think you got the vinyl that night, Nick. I'm pretty sure.
Did, yeah.
And like, it was only like $30 for the vinyl, like 15 for the CD. It was cheap, and like that was so good. And the sound there, for such a small joint, was monstrous. Like it sounded so crystal clear. I was like, these guys are next level.
And they had their test pressings, and I remember this was like the start of my vinyl collection. And I remember thinking, why would anyone want a test pressing? What the fuck's the point of that? And now, like in the vinyl community, you get a test pressing, and you're like a god.
It's holy grail stuff.
Yeah, it really is. And
That was signed too. I'm pretty sure they were.
I think it was.
Yeah. My CD got signed.
Old mate Pikey from the Anti-Vinyl Club, he collects the Alien test presses. That is the ultimate flex.
That's monstrous.
That's fucking massive. I remember seeing Ocean Grove first time we played a show. With Ocean Grove. Like,
What?
We were in a band back in 2015 at the Frankston Waterfront Festival.
Hey!
I put festival in quotations there.
I remember those days.
And Ocean Grove headline, we opened up, and this was right when Backbone came out. So Backbone was out before the EP. And it was fucking sick. It was actually one of the coolest shows. And I was like, wow, this band is fucking cool. And then they just blew up. It seemed like a month later, they felt like the biggest band in the scene.
Fuck yeah.
They did get pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't long later we saw them at Festival Hall. I think they first up on it a date. Remember?
The Equinox.
Was it Equinox? Yeah, well, they came out with the bloody EP. We're like, ooh, these guys are really good now.
Yeah, dude. And they supported Lamb of God once.
Ocean Grove.
170 Russell. I was at that show. That was crazy.
I would have been at that show.
You would have got there.
Yeah.
You would have missed
They
it.
had a good album this year. Lamb of God.
Lamb of God.
Self-titled, good album.
Real good.
album.
Oi, all the old school metal bands had good albums this year.
I have a big question for you. I know not to take away from the point, but what's your opinion on the Ghost Inside album now?
Meh.
Eh?
Meh.
Do you just care about what's happened? Does that affect you
No,
at all?
no, I don't care about what's happened because I'm not. Yeah,
It was a mid-level album anyway.
It was.
Yeah.
You know what it was? It was a Ghost Inside album. It was just. It was
I was
straight.
so hyped.
It's the same as them headlining Unified. They're not a headline band, but their story is so good that
Yeah, the story, for sure.
Yeah.
So hearing them back, like coming back with that album, you're like, fuck yes, this is awesome. But it's still just an album.
It was like
make
Polaris.
sense?
The expectations were too high, and it can't get to that level.
A bit like the Holy Hell Architects thing when Tom Searle passed.
Yeah.
100%.
The expectations were huge.
Well,
It's just,
I think people forget with the Ghost Inside that before they had their accident, the bus crash, they played a headliner in Australia. They played Max Watts, which is 800 caps. So they were never a headlining band.
No, correct. They weren't.
Really did that story elevated them to that kind of position,
Sure.
which is nothing wrong with that.
No, 100%.
That it seemed to it kind of was it showed a little bit in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hype was too big, and so they were expected to bring out an album of a big festival headliner band.
Yeah,
and they're not that band. Like
they're just more of just a hardcore band.
They're just they're a metalcore
They deserve
band.
to headline.
They're a
the
good
top of the
band.
game in that scene, but that's not a monstrous headliner that we're looking at.
Yeah, they're
Like the way
they're a
guys
good
on that
band.
album were.
They
I agree
deserve
with
to
that.
headline because they're back, but they won't headline anything after this.
No,
Yeah, it's like this first run they'll headline, then they'll slowly trickle
Well, that's
down.
the thing. They're only going to be playing 3, 4, 5 shows a year now, so they're going to be
They'll
picking
always
and
sit,
choosing where they go. So they're probably going to be higher up for that reason.
they'll probably be like
Maybe,
4th, 5th on a massive festival. Then that's about it. They won't headline.
Oh. I was talking about it. We were talking about it last week. They produced a Glenn McGrath-esque album.
Just down the line.
top of off,
Number 11,
top of off, down the
Good line and length.
line and length.
nipping the outside edge.
Did what they had to
Absolutely,
do.
that's like you can take
Through Gilchrist.
take 3 for 58 in the first innings. Like it's good solid figures.
Overhead conditions,
Correct, but
dark skies, green top.
they're no Warney. They're no Warney.
Okay.
They're not whipping
turning
out.
fucking 2.5 meters.
Yeah, they're not cleaning up the middle order and whipping out the tail enders. Like,
Ooh, okay.
Can I swing it back to the
Yeah, the question. sorry.
bands at little venues? So I saw Birds of Tokyo at Bang.
what?
Yes,
Kenny in the flesh.
Oh, I thought.
that was a fucking.
That was the
massive one.
sound there for him.
Would have been rubbish.
I was
Surely
so-
it was
Yeah.
always rubbish
Holy
at
sorry.
Bang.
All right, let's rephrase it. I was there, but I was so fucked I don't remember.
Yeah, I saw Devil Wears Prada play there, And
Yeah, they played there.
last year, the year before, 2018, I think.
But this was like Birds of Tokyo's first show. So
Yeah.
But they still headlined because obviously fucking carnival. I saw Metro Station at a pub in South Melbourne.
Hell yeah.
They played in a pub in South Melbourne.
It was like a Fox FM party.
That's nuts.
And you had to go with your ex, right?
Yeah.
So one of my friends rang up, told him a story that we were exes. We'd never dated or nothing, but our whole process was everyone there's going to be single. Easy done. Beautiful.
So bad.
That's the smartest marketing ploy ever.
But everyone,
brilliant, man.
The thing was, everyone we talked to there, they were all on the same fucking dial. No one had dated.
Just a big scam.
But it sucked in, so it worked. Doesn't matter. Who else have we got here? I got Attila at Next.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, dude. That would have been cool. I saw Attila at the corner, but like, I reckon 200, 300 people rocked up. It was fucking dead. It was so dead. I felt bad for them. They actually had to put the curtain in to like cut the half.
Oh, dude, I've seen gigs at the corner where they do that. It's like,
it's
man, that's brutal.
Not good.
I think there was about 90 people at Next, but it was worth it.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I saw, what did we see? I saw Violent Soho back at like a big day out in 2014, I'm going to say. This was like right before they just seemed to become the biggest thing on Triple J. And I was like, these guys are cool. These guys got a good sound.
Good sound, yeah.
And I just remember like halfway through the set, everyone just turned up. I don't know who was playing. There was someone must have been playing on the main stage, but all these mullets just started to funnel their way through onto this stage with this fucking logo on their back. I'm like, what is this fucking logo? It's behind the band as well. And I was like, I didn't understand it at the time, but now I'm like, man, that was a big show. Like, that was a pretty cool one. And they were going absolutely crazy for that fucking band. Good band.
Okay.
I always wanted that shirt just because you saw it
For sure.
everywhere.
I remember we played a gig with Pridelands with Mason, who had that shirt at one of the shows. I was looking at it on the night. I'm like, that is so sick. I really need to get something on it. But I'm telling you now, that like their actual logo is so different.
Violent Soho.
I also saw Strung Out at Next.
Really?
Yes.
And next, fucking hell.
I saw
Next used to get those gigs.
Next used to get so many.
That was the first ever secret headliner that Next had, and it was Strung Out.
Really?
I saw North Lane at Bada Bing in Frankston.
Woo. Wow.
Like,
that's pretty cool.
Like 2011 or 2010.
Some shows,
like before they had an album, I reckon.
That's sick.
That's sick.
When
that's
they were
really
just,
cool.
and I remember going, meh, not for me. And then just going and punching darts in the smoking area.
10 years
What
later.
is this?
And then I reckon the week after, the Redshaw played.
Oh, no.
And not the week after, the month after, because it was a monthly thing. Yeah, I remember.
He didn't like him because he had his camo shorts on.
And then I reckon the month after was Feeder to the Sharks.
Yeah.
Big show.
I saw them play just here. You know where Woolies is, just around the corner?
Which Woolies? There's like 10 in Brunswick.
The closest one to you that's not underneath you.
The second, yeah.
There's the old... I think
Like Howler, where Howler is.
no, there's one across the road. It's knocked down now. It used to be called Railway or something.
Yeah.
Feed them for the Sharks played there.
Man, what happened to them?
They got
I don't know.
They just gave her the old packer up boys. Like, that'll do.
I think they did. I literally they just packed them up.
Yeah, because I don't think they had any internal squabbles or like anything like that. I think they just got over it.
Did anything go to other bands?
They're one of those bands that every now and then you see people on like that UNFT social club go like Feed of the Sharks, and then I couldn't name you one of their songs. I don't know what the fuck they've done.
But
so they're just one of those bands that people love.
Yeah.
So good on them.
Yeah, I got one more.
Yep.
The Bronx. I saw them in front of at a tent at Coachella. So huge, obviously festival. But there was me and 9 other people in this tent watching
That's
the Bronx.
sick.
Like the tent like would have fitted probably 1,500 people, like at its max.
And just
I stood next to the stage, just eyes on the Bronx. I'm like, this is meant to be a hardcore show. They did not fit the festival at all. Like, they're the only real hardcore band there. And like no one turned up. I'm like, this is awesome.
So,
That's sick.
do you guys know of the Algorithm? Do you remember that band?
Yeah. Was that like techno metal band type thing?
Yeah. So like they were a 2-piece tech metal kind of thing, and they were played for that same big day out. The Violent Soho played, And I remember rocking up. It was very similar, like a tent of like, I don't know, probably could fit 1,500 people. Yeah. It was me, my friend, and one other person. And I'm like, we're there. And I thought they've travelled from the UK, first time over in Australia. They've been back since. They came back with like 12 Foot Ninja and like bands like that. Yeah, they played Frankston, the Pally Bar or whatever it's, or Pier Line, with that one. And that was really cool. But, like, I remember watching it. I felt so bad for him. Like, I don't care if an Australian band gets no people there because it's like, well, you're Australian. Get better, you'll get bigger. But, like, people from overseas, like, that's really harsh. Like, you travel 20 hours to play in front of 3 people. Like, that's a tough one.
Yeah, fuck. I saw 3 Inches of Blood, one of my favourite bands. They've only been to Australia once, and they played No Sleep Till Fest, which was the old Destroy All Lines festival, which was only a 1-year thing. And they played the first set on the smallest stage, and I reckon there was 20 people in the crowd. And there was me going off my fucking head because I loved it. Camo shorts, blue wife beater, like studded bracelet. Just I looked like Kerry King, and just horrible. But so
I'm looking at the No Sleep Till
lineup was unheard of.
I'm just looking at it. Wow,
Megadeth headlining. Yeah, the Descendants, NoFX, Dropkick Murphys, Parkway, Day to Remember, Gore, Atreyu, and fucking August Burns Red down there, Suicide Silence, 3 Inches of Blood, as you said. Like, that's a lineup, dude. Like,
so
that's
sick.
Lineup.
And that was the alternative to Soundwave.
Do you know the best thing?
I think it was 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Do you know the best thing about that whole festival was there was 2 stages, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously back then you had to drink in cages when you're at festivals. So you had the outside part that could go anywhere you want. But then, like at the showgrounds behind the grandstand, that was a cage. So you could go from one stage, walk behind the grandstand in the cage and keep to the other stage. So you never had to leave the bar.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So you had everyone that couldn't drink outside and then everyone else was just following this little fucking walkway up and down.
I think
great spots.
That's sick.
I think it was NoFX headlined on the second stage because Megadeth were on the main stage, and they got cut off at the.
I thought Megadeth got cut off too or something.
Yeah, because the noise restrictions.
Yeah, 11 o'clock or something. Had to stop.
Wow.
Shit. That's
and
crazy.
I'm pretty sure. I think it was NoFX. I'm pretty sure they said they'd pass the hat around to pay for the fine.
Oh no!
Sounds like them.
Yeah,
because that happened once.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Late December, kind of nearly just before Christmas. And why did that get cut off? Because I wasn't really into the festival scene at the moment. Was that just Soundwave Big Day Out kind of
took over?
Too much competition in that sense?
No Sleep Till. I don't know. There was big hype.
I think Soundwave bullied everyone out.
Yeah, I think
Soundwave took over.
I think old
2011
AJ
was a huge year. 2011 they got Iron Maiden, and that was that kind of set them off.
Yeah, I think AJ sort of flexed on everyone. Was like, I run the festivals now.
I'm the boss of the scene.
Soundwave ended up signing bands to just only us type fucking contracts. You can't play any other festival without our okay. You can't play any other headline. Nothing like that.
Then they had Soundwave touring and stuff.
Yeah.
So they just flexed it hard and said, "No, fuck everyone else." Probably because of No Sleep Till.
It was a good festival though. Good.
And then they bullied Big Day Out basically. Like, that one of the main reasons Big Day Out got cut. And then they did a lot of damage.
He ended up buying Big Day Out, didn't he?
As good as Soundwave was.
Yeah, he became one of the partners.
He ran the last one. Yeah.
And then he did the big flex where everyone's like, we need a second festival. So then he ended up bringing Warped himself.
Yeah.
Just to say, here's your other festival now. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that failed huge Warped Tour when it came in. I went. It was great.
Yeah, it was great. I had so much fun.
They were giving away free iced tea that day. They had that promotion of you just went up to this little cart and they just give you little cans actually, cans of iced tea. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And the Offspring played, I was having a ball. It was fun.
The Used were good that year too.
Yeah, Used were fun. Simple Plan play. They're the greatest band of all time. Second live band I ever saw, Simple Plan.
Everyone I wanted to see that day was on the same stage, and there was a bar. There was a bar right in front of it. I'm like, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good for the day.
Parkway played then too.
Yeah,
they played early in the day. I think that was the first time I saw Parkway.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
One of the first anyway.
Parkway.
All right. What are you looking for? What
releases are you looking forward to for the rest of the year?
Not even just releases. What are you looking forward to?
There's a couple albums coming up though, but
I'm looking forward to clarity on gigs. That's why.
Dude. Honestly, just some information.
if we can get some info and like if festivals are actually going to happen, or I don't think we're going to get shows in Melbourne in particular the rest of the year.
The big thing is,
sure, like I actually watched a couple of streams throughout the week, little videos of people in America playing shows, and like everyone's sitting down and like
it's so weird.
It's like after Rona gigs, I'm like, that looks so shit. I don't even want to go to
it's
that.
Cringy.
It freaks me out that America's having these gigs before we are.
Yeah,
which is odd. It's the stupidest thing ever. But yeah,
it's literally just America.
America. They're going to have to do like a season-long thing on the Rona. Imagine their piss takes.
They're going to have so much fun with this.
Yeah.
Have you seen the masks that the anti-mask people in America are wearing? They're wearing they're wearing like fishnet. So it's just all gapped anyway. And you're like, you fucking dickheads.
Oh my god, dude.
Silly.
I just cringe. I just don't know anymore.
It's very bad.
Dumbest country in the world.
The rest of the year, man, like, as you said, like, look, knowing what we could actually get away with and what, like, gigs actually coming back would be lovely. There's a couple of albums. I'm really excited for new Alpha Wolf. I think that'll be excellent.
Yeah, bro, Alpha.
I think new Every Time I Die, when that gets announced, will be fantastic. But I don't know if it's going to be announced soon or they're going to wait until Corona's done before they do it because they haven't done anything yet. DVSR, as you said before, I'm really pumped for that. I think that's going to be excellent.
Deftones?
Deftones, if they come out. I think they said September-ish, so if they stick to that, I'd be happy days. But yeah, like they're the albums. I just want to see I want to see local bands come back. Like I feel like local bands have had a little bit of a shit run of it, and they're holding out on everything that's going on. I understand why, but I just wouldn't mind seeing a few more like bands I haven't heard of come through. Because every year, usually I have, by this stage, I should have like 10, 15 bands where I'm like, I didn't know about them on January 1st, but now I know about them in July. And I couldn't say that probably. I'd probably say one or two bands at the moment. Dweller being one of them.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, seeing Dweller live would be so good.
Yeah. And, I think they're the main things. Like, I'd love, obviously, Unify to happen, but as we said, it's fleeting. Like, that dream's kind of dying down, but
every time we see the cases get announced, I just think, that's Unify. Just once all right. So let's put this in. So we'll say in the next week, if the cases equal up to the same amount as what Unify takes for tickets, it's not happening.
So you know what they need to do? Make Unify a 14-day quarantine.
Absolutely. That'd be the fucking
14-day festival. Everyone just goes down there and fuck. That is the world's biggest
wait. No. I was going to say, for that whole 14 days, we will not sleep. They won't be able to
test. We won't have to shit after 3 days.
Everyone that goes to Unify. Everyone that goes to Unify won't be able to be tested. They'll stick the thing up their nose and it'll stop because it's blocked. There's something else in there.
So much in your system.
Hey, that's Corona proof. You can't get it if you can't breathe.
Sharing notes is out the window.
I'm looking forward to Bubby Rooster's debut album. Brisbane Deathcore, and Inhibitor's debut EP. Just anything deathcore. The Acacia Strain's album, I reckon that'll be album of the year.
Yeah, it's going to go.
They were smart releasing 2 tracks at a time on like mini EPs.
Yeah,
and
pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool marketing and doing that for vinyl. So I bought that vinyl pack with the album and the 5 EPs. It's like $100, but it's like a piece of art.
Like $100, you just spent $350.
Yeah, no, $100 is nothing.
Well, it's like one of those things where, like, I think Rona, like, one of the only positives that can really come out of it is that it's forcing everyone to kind of
be creative,
do things a little bit differently. But get creative, change their marketing up, and they're noticing certain things are working, certain things aren't, because people have a different mindset to what they did 6 months ago. Like, everyone's thinking about things differently, and like I think there's some things that maybe would have caught my eye a year ago that doesn't anymore because I'm either just over it or I just don't care about it anymore. So I think that's the only good thing that's really coming out of this. And, we get to spend time with ourselves and get better as people, right?
Fuck that.
Look, I was a bit of a stretch that, but yeah.
Well, there's 2 things I'm looking forward to, and I'm probably going to be disappointed by both. First of all, I'm really looking forward to hopefully having the November fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So hopefully we can get that, because I think, especially like you just said, like you said it a different way, but spending a lot of time with ourselves, a lot of people lately have been really fucking down because you can't see anyone that you're always used to and shit. You can't do what you usually can. So hopefully having a fundraiser for mental health will help a lot this year. And the other thing is I'm looking forward to being disappointed by Data Remember's new album.
You're fucking
Have they
Christ.
got a new album coming out?
It's been coming out since like November last year.
Yeah.
It got postponed and it still hasn't.
Oh, didn't he help produce the Ghost Inside album?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's not very good.
Gave all the riffs.
He produces a lot, actually.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm sure he's actually a good producer. Just a day to remember shit. But anyway,
But I guess
I'm not biting.
pop punk with breakdowns.
If there is
Pick a lane.
if there is like there is no way to do the fundraiser, I guess you could do like a live stream, or we could do something like that, which would be
So
We've had ideas.
I've had this great idea to have Gravemind play on my balcony.
That'd be literally the
style.
best thing ever.
Fucking what way? They're going to go into like inside your apartment?
No,
towards
facing the street, because there's a big car park across the road. And then
Walk
people
it on
can
the
pack
road.
out the car park, and I reckon we could do it all without permits until
Almost.
the
Until we hit
cops rock
11,
up,
hit the
and then
fucking sound curfew.
be like, oh, sorry, I lost my keys. You can't get up there. But yeah, that'd be sick. Imagine
I'm sure we can work some. We'll do a telethon with you boys.
a telethon.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get
Good
cunts to
Friday
ring
appeal
in.
style.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, yeah. Get all the bands involved. That'd be cool. I reckon this year, like, if it
That'd
does
cost
happen-
like $100,000 to run. That's right, I got it.
we got Zoom.
I just won't buy vinyl for a week.
Yeah, that'll cover it.
Thank God.
Just 1 week. All right.
But I feel like a lot more people will be involved this year. A lot more bands would be interested in just turning up if nothing else.
Yeah,
Like, just to
Everyone's
have a few
keen.
drinks.
Everyone's keen.
Like
so.
you can kind of turn it into kind of like this just big band meetup with nothing else. That'd be very fun.
We'll call it No Sleep Till. Make it a festival.
Yeah. No, no
All
sleep
right.
till stay gold. That sounds cool.
Ooh, what a party.
Mm.
All right.
It's good. It's good seeing you boys, though.
It is good.
I wish it was in person because
Yeah, I know. It's awesome to see you guys. It would have been cool to have a few parties, but unfortunately, like we'll hopefully in a couple of months we can do that.
Oh,
Fingers
you know what
crossed.
I'm looking forward to? Your merch.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
I just want a mosh guard so I can sit at home.
Dude, I need to
Get it out.
We're just sorting out the Webby at the moment. I've actually someone guessed the correct final and winner for the Parkway one. For the Parkway bracket,
Yeah, I
we
saw
did.
that.
So
Yeah.
I'm sending him out a mock guard just for the fuck of it.
Fuck
but they're
yeah.
turning out really well. They look cool.
Yeah.
I think they're fun.
Yeah, that looks sick. I'm keen.
So
but-
I'll just end up just doing 50 of every just different designs for the next fucking 3 years. That'll be our only merch. So
Just
that'll
mosh
be all we do.
guards.
you need gigs back first.
I need them because I'm just sitting at home drinking by myself and getting on the bag, and I need one to fix my jaw.
Actually, do you know what would be the best thing ever though? We'll be watching the footy one day, and one of the ruckmen opens up their mouth, and you just see their
Absolutely. Brown face.
I've definitely thought about that in the past. I'm like, imagine if fucking like Dusty just like
No.
Like
Do the smart move. Send one to Mitch Robinson.
he would do it.
He would fucking do it.
Yeah, or side bum.
Yeah, Sidebottom would do it.
If it's- yeah, if
You
it's
could
not-
actually like, weed
Yeah.
out who the actual metalheads are in the AFL, because like we always wonder like what sports can actually
Yeah,
listen to
I don't know.
like, music. So like you could like pick and be like, oh, Backbone, bang. Oh,
Yeah,
like,
that'd be sick.
It'd be that fucking cunt from Hawthorn. Not Hawthorn, the doggies with the mullet. He'd do it too.
oh Bailey.
Yeah.
Man,
He's a gun. He towed us up the other night.
Star.
he's a gun.
But,
Yeah. All right, I think that's about it.
Thank you, boys.
We've done
Good
our
shit.
traditional run way over when we got you boys on.
Sorry.
That's
We're
good.
way too sober to be doing this.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It doesn't feel right.
Let's make a deal that when lockdown finishes, we'll all take 4 days off and we'll get fucking real loose.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We'll have our own
I'm keen to do that.
Yeah, we'll do our own Unify.
Yeah.
Unify stay gold, but if it doesn't happen.
We just do it in the
We
street.
do need to
it at
do
the
a
front, who
unified
cares?
stay gold.
You can do that. Like that could be something like that could be genuinely possible.
Yeah.
Like if-
100%.
Yeah, it's November. It's
Captain.
November 28th,
so
mate.
they did it
get bands
for
to play every day.
Yeah, we did.
Be cool.
They had Sydney Road Fest, which was awesome. You just do that for 4 days and watch people die.
It'd be just us.
Stay gold. You had the front room for the acoustics between like sets, so like people want to go see that shit. Like you can go in there, and then
Yeah.
you got bloody outsider get absolutely Ronan pissed on the in the streets there. You'd have to have somewhere to actually. That'd be cool. Hire out a hotel like near that joint. And
Yeah,
actually
there's
have,
heaps of
like, a bunch
Airbnbs
people
and
there.
that
Be pretty
around.
cool.
So
Who's going to sleep, you fuck?
Yeah,
That's right, yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna
It's
lean
literally
against
a
the
2-day
wall.
festival with no sleep.
2 days.
Are we going 3?
Four.
2 weeks.
Oh,
2 weeks.
geez.
14-day lockdown.
Oh.
Quarantine.
All right, boys.
All right, I think that'll do, boys.
Love yous.
Thank you very much.
See you
Awesome.
soon.
Appreciate you.
Yibbity yibbita, listen to Inhibitor.
Yes, yibbity yibbita. Everyone, listen to Inhibitor.
Listen to Backbone too, boys.
And listen to Backbone. They're the best boys ever. And shout out to our new American listeners. Google Translate all of that. Have fun.
See you, boys.
See you, boys.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next week, this has been Jace and Virgo saying, drink irresponsibly, Australia.